I want to start this by saying that I am neither a fanboy of Jordan Peterson or of Sam Harris. I started, nor maybe Elon Musk, though probably closer to Elon Musk because I am in awe of a lot of the things that he is able to do. I started my journey through these people basically on the side of Sam Harris. Sam Harris was the first one whom I had ever heard of. Sam Harris was, I don't agree with everything that he says, but I've read several of his books and find them interesting. I think that a lot of what Sam Harris intellectualizes is maybe, in my opinion, wrong, but I can see where he gets there. I can see how he gets there. I still believe that Free Will by Sam Harris is one of the most interesting books I've ever read, and Waking Up by Sam Harris is one of the more potentially useful books that I've ever read, though I never really got to the spiritual side of things. I still don't understand really how he makes the jump there. So that is where I am beginning this. I appreciate a lot of what Jordan Peterson says, but not everything. And yeah, I think Elon Musk can be not an idiot, can be idiotic at times, just because of some of the things that will come out of his mouth. Especially as a Tesla investor, sometimes I wish those things would stay locked in his face. But you get the whole package when you get a person. That said, Sam Harris appeared one more time with Jordan Peterson, and if you haven't seen the Jordan Peterson-Sam Harris debates, like on a stage in front of a crowd, Jordan Peterson-Sam Harris debates, don't. Because basically, so if you are like any actual person and you disagree with some things of what everyone says, you're not in complete agreement with anyone all the time. Basically, what those debates were, that series of debates that Sam Harris and Jordan Peterson appeared on stage together, what that did was it brought out the worst side in both of those individuals, basically the entire time, to where Jordan Peterson was asking what Sam Harris meant by meaning. Sam Harris was going back to Jordan Peterson, taking the least generous interpretation of everything that came out of Jordan Peterson's mouth, and it was a cluster. But here, on this meeting on Jordan Peterson's podcast, Sam Harris decided to go off on Elon Musk. And a lot of the things that Sam Harris has said are ultimately disappointing to me, someone who found at one point in time Sam Harris to be a very interesting individual. We're going to get into those now.
Still, I've seen the effect. I've joined the two groups. I know what it's like to deal with the same person on Twitter in front of their fans versus over dinner. And it's, they're miles apart. And I just see there's,
Here is the very first place where I have to interrupt. Because never does Sam Harris have the introspection necessary to question that maybe he is a different person from time to time as well. Maybe he is a different person on Twitter than in real life. It's right back to classic Sam Harris, where everyone else is to blame for everything that comes out of Sam Harris's mouth. There is no misinterpreting what Sam Harris says according to Sam Harris. There's just stupid people on the other end of it. That is incorrect, Sam.
It's corrosive even in the best case, when we're not talking about anonymous trolls who are hiding behind, their anonymity and just savaging you. These are people with real reputations who you actually know and will likely meet again in person, and yet Twitter brings out the absolute worst in them. I mean, for me, the very large, the 800-pound canary in the coal mine for me is Elon. I mean, look at what Twitter has done to Elon's life.
What Twitter has done to Elon's life, according to Sam Harris. How does Sam Harris know what Twitter has done to Elon Musk's life? The amount of tumult in a person like Elon Musk's life is basically always at an all-time high. Never is it very low. The amount of up and down on this roller coaster for someone as public facing, for someone with as many businesses, for someone who is outspoken like Elon Musk always has been, is on such steep ups and downs. But overall, you can have bumps on the roller coaster. You don't really feel the bumps because you're still on the roller coaster. That is what this must be like for Elon Musk. And yet, here we have Sam Harris claiming to know. He is the ultimate source of knowledge, don't you know? Sam Harris is the one who says facts. Sam Harris is the one who must know Elon Musk's life better than even Elon Musk.
Right? It's just, yeah, Elon used to be a friend. He's somebody I knew reasonably well. His engagement with Twitter has been catastrophic for him as a person, from my point of view. I mean, it's clearly a compulsion. I mean, he was
from Sam's point of view,
so addicted to it that he felt he needed to buy the platform.
He was so addicted to Twitter that he felt he needed to buy the platform. Something clearly and demonstrably, absolutely stupid escaping Sam Harris's mouth. Now, you don't have to believe that Elon Musk plopped down $44 billion onto the table to save free speech, which is taking Elon Musk at his word. You don't have to believe that. Because never was anyone threatening to kick Elon Musk off of Twitter. So his addiction to Twitter never would have prompted him to plop $44 billion on the table to buy the platform. He was not going to be kicked off of the platform. Sam Harris, you troglodyte.
But it is his use of it has been so irresponsible and produced such, forget about the harm he's produced in other people's lives.
So irresponsible. Responsibility in the eyes of someone like Elon Musk is producing the safest cars that have ever been on the road. Responsibility in the eyes of someone like Elon Musk is trying to make human life multiplanetary. Responsibility, according to someone like Sam Harris, is 144 characters. Responsibility, according to someone like Sam Harris, is trolling on Twitter once in a while. What an absolute farce for someone who at one point was considered a public intellectual, largely retreated now.
And nothing I'm saying now it relates to changes he's made to the platform. I mean, that's a separate thing that we can talk about. I've always been agnostic as to whether or not he can actually improve Twitter as a platform.
He can. He already has. He will further. Now, you don't have to credit Elon Musk with inventing the electric car. You don't have to credit Elon Musk with inventing rocketry. The fact is, Elon Musk is the lead engineer at SpaceX. The fact is that Elon Musk led a team of engineers that revolutionized electric cars to the point where they became a plausible solution. That really happened. Sam Harris has written some books. Some of them are interesting books. That's what he's done. Sam Harris has a meditation app, apparently. I bet you he didn't code it. You know who's coding some of the changes at Twitter? That's right, Elon Musk.
And he may yet wind up doing that, but I'm just talking about the way he has personally used it as a user of the platform and the way he's interacted with people and signal boosted massively the profiles of anonymous QAnon lunatic trolls, right? I mean, he's been completely cavalier in who he interacts with, all the while knowing that anyone he boosts suddenly gets, a million followers and has a platform that they otherwise couldn't imagine having.
This is a platform. No, by the way, this is completely not true, not factual, not everyone. Sam is talking here about people he believes should not have a platform. Sam Harris is talking here about people that he finds verboten. These are not people for whom I'm arguing, but people for whom I'm arguing should have their voice in the public space. Should have their voice in the public space. People like Sam Harris believe that they define the public space. Ridiculous.
So I look at him and I think, all right, if someone of his talent who has so many other good things to do with his 24 hours in any given day is this derailed by this platform? Is using it this compulsively to the obvious?
He's still doing those things, Sam. He's still doing those things. Elon Musk is just dolloping more onto his own plate. Now, one thing that Elon Musk is very good at, you have to credit him for this, whether you like him or not, is building teams. He built the team at Tesla. He built the team at SpaceX. He's building the team at Boring. He's built the team at Neuralink. He's building the team at Twitter. I feel like there's a couple more in there that I am forgetting. He has built those teams. He has built those teams. Those teams, very effective. Those teams execute to a T. There's a saying at Tesla, we take the impossible and make it merely late. They promise a lot of audacious things. They do. I wanted a Cybertruck 4 years ago when they unveiled the thing. It wasn't here then. It's here now. It is a nearly impossible vehicle. It exists. It is on the roads. They are going to scale it. Elon Musk is still executing while Sam Harris retreats to meditate in a cave for 8 hours a day.
Degradation of his reputation in most circles that count, right? I mean,
the obvious degradation of his reputation in most circles that count. First off, who cares about reputations? Reputations are worthless. Reputations are worthless to someone who executes. Second, these are most circles that count, according to someone like Sam Harris. Sam Harris is not in any circles that count, not anymore. Who cares about Sam Harris? Now, I say this as an anonymous a-hole that lives in Kansas City, Missouri. I get it. Sam Harris might as well be an anonymous a-hole that lives in Kansas City. It doesn't matter any of the things that have come out of his mouth in the past 4 years. He is irrelevant. He has done this to himself.
He's not. He can't be canceled because he's produced so many useful things. And I mean, he's just too embedded with things that everyone still wants. But man, if he were a little less productive, in space and on the ground, we would never, he'd be the next Alex Jones in terms of the way mainstream culture would view him. And it's been terrible to see, right? It's been very depressing to see.
You know what's been depressing for me to see? What has been very depressing for me to see is what has become of Sam Harris. Sam Harris is someone I used to like, I used to respect, I used to really value, at least to some degree. Sam Harris is someone that used to be utterly fascinating to me. Now, What is utterly depressing is what Sam Harris has become. Sam Harris would like someone as useful as Elon Musk to be canceled, wouldn't he? Sam Harris would love for someone like Elon Musk to disappear, wouldn't he? Why? Because Sam Harris, someone like Sam Harris, the moral authority, believes that Elon Musk from time to time says naughty things. How blatantly stupid. Sam Harris, you spent a very large portion of the beginning of your career as a quote-unquote public intellectual being someone who argued against moral authority, who argued against individuals deciding that others should not exist. The past few years have been so very terrible for Sam Harris, at least in the eyes of one anonymous a-hole in Kansas City. Now, does Sam Harris have to care about my opinion? No. But I'm not going around saying that he should in the same way that he's going around saying Elon Musk should care about his. He does not, Sam. He will not. Sam, you have done this to yourself, Sam Harris.